This is Megan Ryan with another video tutorial on using Virginia's Freedom of Information Act. Today we're going to be talking about email. Email is used in American business and government in much the same way that telephones are. It's a quick and easy and more immediate way of communicating than is a letter or a memo. Of course, email can also be used to share documents and to simulate group discussions. Is email subject to disclosure under the Virginia Freedom of Information Act? Absolutely, because email is a public record. Virginia's FOIA defines a public record as any and all recordings, regardless of form or characteristic, and regardless of how they're stored, that are owned by, prepared by, or in the possession of the government and used in the transaction of public business. Since FOIA thus applies to just about any kind of record that you can think of, emails, letters, notes, slides, diagrams, photos, videos, etc., the real key then is whether they are owned or prepared by the government in their possession and used in the transaction of public business. That distinction is especially important for email. Important because just as Virginia's FOIA doesn't distinguish between electronic records and paper records, nor does it distinguish between records that are sent from or received by a particular computer, whether a personal computer or a government computer or even a friend's computer. If the email is about public business, then it is subject to disclosure under FOIA. So this means that, say, the city councilwoman has taken her personal computer home and is sending emails related to a particular project that is being considered by the city council. Those emails are subject to disclosure under FOIA even though she's using her personal computer. By the same token, say she's using a government computer for purely personal communications. Maybe she's talking with her doctor about an upcoming appointment, or maybe she's arranging with her husband about picking the kids up from school. Those records, even though they're sent and received by a government computer, are not subject to FOIA because they are not about the transaction of public business. Another important point to keep in mind with email is that if you are requesting email from a certain time frame or involving certain people or a certain project, that the response to that email request could involve at best dozens of emails, more likely hundreds of emails, and perhaps even thousands of emails. If those emails have to be reviewed or retrieved from backup tapes, reviewed to see if exemptions apply, or perhaps even copied onto paper, you can see how the cost of that request for email can quickly increase. So whenever possible, you want to narrow the scope of your email request. And you can also ask to cut down on copying charges by either having the emails emailed to you or to be placed on a flash drive or maybe a CD drive. To learn more about Virginia's Freedom of Information Act, check out other video tutorials on VCOG's YouTube channel. This has been Megan Ryan with the Virginia Coalition for Open Government. Thank you.